everyone, and welcome back to my channel. By the title of this video, you know what this video is about. I never thought I'd be making a video like this, but it has come... My husband's pulling up the blinds. It has come to a point in my life where I... Can you hear that? Okay. Fourth time lucky. It has come to a point in my life where I kind of realized that for over the past decade, I have been waking up in the morning, checking my phone and looking at Facebook and Instagram. And I am going to give you the reasons now as to why I have actually deactivated these accounts. And so I'm going to give you a quick list of what my reasoning is behind this. And I didn't think I'd actually even be able to do this, but it has now been 3.5 weeks and I haven't been on Facebook or Instagram. They're completely deactivated. They're not deleted, but they are deactivated because I'm not sure if I'll be getting them back again. I know with being on YouTube, social media is really useful to use to get videos across or just to chat to people who are subscribed to channels and so on and so forth. It's another avenue to basically chat and connect, which I do like. There are good sides of social media as well. The first reason is that I just feel like I've had a lot of background noise in my head. It started to become really overwhelming, and when I sat down to think about what was kind of causing anxiety, I kind of pinpointed it to just the influx of all this different information about products, about people's lives that I was kind of zooming into on a daily basis, reading about what other people were doing every single day, and it was just giving me a lot of anxiety. If you don't know, we have a 4-year-old or an almost 4-year-old and a 7-month-old, and I just feel like I'm busy as is and I didn't need to be seeing all of this stuff every single day. It just felt like there was so much background noise in my mind. I don't know if you guys have ever felt this way, but ooh, door just slammed shut. I got such a fright. But when I'm laying in bed, sometimes I'd be thinking about other people's lives or what I read that day or something I had come across, and it just started to become really overwhelming for me. And my second point leads on from that, and that is that I was falling into the comparison trap. So I would end up comparing myself to people that were maybe similar to me or different to me or people I looked up to. And I think there's a healthy way of doing this in terms of allowing that to become inspiration, and where you are working towards something or working towards becoming someone that you want to be like, and just turning that into your own version of what you see. But for me, it was starting to become really toxic, I guess, and I was starting to compare myself and wondering why all these other social media influencers, I don't know, mothers, etc., would have their kids fully dressed in a certain way, and they were doing all these incredible things, having all these beautiful setups in their bedrooms, and just, I don't know, it sounds kind of silly, but I was just becoming overwhelmed and I was comparing myself to other people. I'm sure that many people potentially watching this video now have felt something similar in their lives. Maybe you're feeling it right now, and I just had to keep telling myself that I am worthy and I'm enough and I'm an individual and I'm my own person. I do not need to be comparing myself to other people. And I know that deep inside, but still sometimes when I scroll on Instagram mostly, I would still get these feelings of not being worthy enough, and that's when I kind of realized that I don't need this in my life right now, and that maybe my headspace will change in the future and I will activate it again. It could be tomorrow, it could be in a week, it could be in a year that I decide to reactivate my accounts. Maybe I don't at all. I probably will, I'm assuming, but right now I'm just not in a good headspace to be looking at all this different information. Another point is that I was just spending time that I could be using on something else, scrolling endlessly, because you know you have this endless scroll thing now on Facebook and Instagram, not like it used to be back in the day. And I just feel like you can for hours scroll and scroll and scroll, and I was just wasting time. I'd get sucked into something, or I'd find a really cool business that I want to look at, and I'd end up window shopping online for like an hour, and then at the end be like, oh wait, that's actually way too much money, never mind, and just delete everything. Or I'd end up getting in big conversations with people, and then I'd be like, oh my goodness, it's been an hour and a half and it's the evening. I could have been spending that with my husband, or editing videos, or reading, or something else. And then I just realized I could be using this precious time doing something else. And I do believe there's a time and a place for Facebook and Instagram, but I just wasn't using it correctly. And I feel like, in all honesty, I was actually just getting addicted to it. And I'm sure many other people feel that way too. It's just like you can't stop when you're on there. You just keep scrolling, and the way that the algorithm works and pushing things forward that you've lingered on a couple of seconds, or I don't like that, and it makes me even more anxious, and I feel like I don't need that in my life right now. Another point is that I think I started to post for validation, and I don't know if it was just to make me feel good or to make me feel more successful, if I was posting something that got a lot of comments or a lot of likes or whatever the case may be. But I think I started to use Instagram mostly, let me put it that way, for, I wouldn't say the wrong reasons entirely, because I do enjoy connecting with people, and I wanted to have a space where I can connect with people, because I've made really nice friendships actually on Instagram. Even though I may not have met people in real life, I don't want to lose those connections. However, I started to post, not that they were never sincere, but just too regularly to try and keep up with the algorithm. And I think it was for my validation, to make me feel good. When I saw that lots of people liked my photos, and the reason why I say that is because I would post something, and like 30 minutes later, just like keep refreshing me, like, oh, who's liked this? Oh, who's commented? And I don't want to be dependent on a platform or on something to make me feel validated and worthy and good enough. And so for that reason, I just needed to also just take a step back. Another reason is I had if you haven't seen my previous video, go check that one out. This video kind of feels like it's all over the place, but it's also linked to this one, and that is the reason as to why I took my children off of social media. And it's now been three and a half weeks since I kind of have made that decision and deleted or deactivated social media. And I just had a problem with, I guess, privacy. I just had a little bit of like a mental breakdown, and thinking, what do I want to share? What do I not want to share? And I got so overwhelmed by all of it that I just deleted it. I literally on Instagram deleted all the pictures where my kids are visible. I think there are a couple where maybe from behind you can't see who they are, and I think I've kept those ones. I'm not sure, but if you try and find me now on there, you can't find me at this point in time. It is now 2021, June 2021, and I just got freaked out and I just deactivated everything. Same goes for Facebook. I had a moment in my life also where I flash forwarded? That's not a word, is it? I had a flash forward image of my life when I'm older, much older, and what would my perfect day look like, for instance? And it did not encompass scrolling on social media, posting pictures and the like. It's not what I wanted my day to be, and so I thought, why not just try now? And so I still don't have it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm really, really loving it. The first few days were really weird. I would whip out my phone and look for the app and be like, oh wait, I don't have it anymore, hang on a second. And then literally 2 minutes later, I might pull it up and be like, let me look at Facebook, and then be like, oh wait, I don't have it anymore. But I actually find now that I feel so much more peaceful. I'm still talking to people, obviously, on WhatsApp. I can still call people, I can still WhatsApp people, but it feels nice to sometimes just have quiet. I don't feel like I'm addicted to looking at my phone, and I like that. I spend some time sometimes sitting here. You can't see it, I'll show you. Just sitting here on this outside couch on the balcony and looking at the view with my coffee, or outside just watching the kids play. And before, I'd be so tempted to put a story up or to film something cute my kids were doing and show people, and I'm not doing that now, and I'm really finding that nice. If you guys want to see what my view is, I'll quickly show you. It is absolutely incredible. And who wouldn't want to just stare at this instead of their phone? Oh, the last point that I wanted to talk about was that I just felt like I was building so many connections with people, and not that they weren't sincere, but I wasn't spending as much time connecting with people in real life. And I don't feel like that is how God had intended us to be, was to just be stuck in front of our phones, messaging people. I could be messaging with 5 different people at once, completely ignoring my husband, who was sitting on the other side of the couch doing potentially the exact same thing, or scrolling on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Hi.
There wasn't any almonds, so there's only coconut rice.
Oh, it looks
might
good.
Be a bit strong.
Thank you. I'm trying to film. Okay. Your butt's in it. Are you done?
Almost.
Okay, love you too, bye. Okay, where was I before my camera runs out of battery? I wanted to say just that I feel like I wasn't building real connections in real life, and now I feel like I'm messaging people more to say, hey, let's meet for coffee, let's catch up. Of course, it's more difficult because I have a lot of friends and family all over the world, and I cannot connect with them in that way, but therefore I do have their numbers, and I can either WhatsApp them or I can send them an email. Old-fashioned, I know, but I just feel like that's what I needed to do right now. Those are all of my points. We've come to the end of this video. Let me know if you have ever felt like this in your life. Maybe it's just me, although I highly doubt it. I don't know if I'll be getting social media back again. Well, I mean, of course, still have YouTube, but social media, I mean Facebook and Instagram. Maybe I will, and then you can check me out there one day. Might be tomorrow, might not be, might be in a year, I don't know. But in any case, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to. If not, that's also okay, but I do hope to see you in a future video. For now, I'm going to drink my amazing coffee. I'm going to drink my delicious coffee. I can't talk. For now, I'm going to drink this delicious coffee and spend some time with my husband and wish you all a beautiful day. Okay, bye.